Hey Fighting Illini fans, it's Michelle Provenzano, and I'm catching up with volleyball head coach Kevin Hambly. Coach, it's been a while since we talked last, but before we talked, it was right before the spring schedule, and you guys played some spring matches. You guys played 4 for spring, so just talk about what it was like to compete with each team during that time.
I thought we played as good a competition as we could find. I mentioned that before, and I thought they lived up to that. I thought, playing 2 Big Ten teams is rare for us. We don't typically like to play Big Ten teams, but it was good for us as far as competitively. Those teams are, they were second and third last year, first and third last year in the conference, and presented different challenges. And I thought it was great to play Minnesota and Wisconsin and battle them. And I thought we did great. We had Michelle Strezak was injured. She had an infected toe, and she had to sit out the Minnesota match, which was disappointing because I think she's made great improvements. But we did a nice job, and it was fun to go to Mother McCauley and play there and play Milwaukee. And it was fun for our fans to be here and watch us. And it was, the trips to Minnesota to go up in Wisconsin and play in Milwaukee, and then go play Kansas State down in Truman State, which was really cool to play. We played us, and then Truman played right after. So I thought all of that we got out of it what we wanted to, which was our kids got better. We saw good competition, and we worked hard in that time. And we had limited numbers. We had 1 middle, and our kids never complained, and they worked their butts off. And I think the things that we wanted to put in place system-wise, it was kind of ugly early, but by the end, we were playing Wisconsin. We felt really good about the changes that we wanted to make, and we felt like we kind of accomplished what we wanted to accomplish in that spring, which you don't leave every spring feeling that way. And I think this one we really put a lot of things in place, from system to culture to work ethic to attitude to some individual skill technique.
Well, talking about that, you spoke about last time how this was a chance to really just focus on what your team is doing, what they're showing out on the court, and not really paying attention much to the competition.
Yeah.
What all did you see from the girls as far as strength-wise on the court?
Well, I think the biggest thing, I think we improved a ton passing, which was a big deal for us. We really wanted to get better at that skill. I think that was, we want to run our offense quicker, but we're not going to be able to do that unless we can pass. And I thought we made a lot of jumps there. And Michelle Strezak all of a sudden was playing 6 rotations this spring, and that's the first time that she's really done that here in this program. She's worked on it the whole time she's been here, but she was forced to play that role. It was really good for her. She's good out of the back row. She's a great attacker out of the back row. She's still got work to do defensively, but passing-wise, she was great. And I think overall we got better. Tempo-wise, we're trying to play to the strengths of the athletes that we have in the gym right now. And so, before Jocelyn was a really nice high ball hitter, so we kept things high there. At the end of the year, we're going really quick to Michelle, and now we're going real quick to everybody. And we've got to see that kind of get in place. I think the challenge isn't obviously in set play situations where it's like a serve receive or a free ball situation. It's more in transition, and we still have work to do obviously in both those areas, but I felt like we made big jumps. And we also got to, as always, we're going to always be focused on defense and blocking, and I think we got to refine a lot of things we do blocking, and then just got better at understanding the game, especially from an individual basis, just why are we doing the things we do, and really got to dive into a lot of that stuff.
Well, speaking of being down maybe a few players with the senior class no longer being a part of the team, what is the atmosphere like with the girls now, and having those girls not there to compete with them in spring?
Well, I think that's always every semester, especially the January, when that semester starts, they're the first couple of meetings, everyone's kind of looking around like who's going to take charge here. And so it was a little awkward, but by the end it felt like their own team. Like that's the key, is I think that the seniors and the upperclassmen need to take on leadership roles. In some cases I think Jordan will be a little bit of a leader for us, or a big leader for us. Time will tell, the other group comes in, but for the most part the upperclassmen have to take the team over. They've been used to the seniors that were here kind of being in charge of things, and I think, if you're January, we're looking around going, man, this could be a struggle, and then by the end we're going, hey, these guys got it figured out, they know how to lead. I feel good about how we're going to practice this summer, and I feel good about them taking care of the young kids when they come in the summer, and then the acclimation of them as they get into the program, and especially as we get into August when we start to actually train as a team. I feel like they'll do a really, really good job of leading and helping the group grow.
Well, great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And for all things Illini volleyball, visit fightingillini.com.